What up? It's your boy T-Bear Reaction. Today's Wrestling Wednesday. We go back to the Wrestling Wednesday video. It's an Ashley bonus one I had to check out and it's gonna be a reaction within a reaction because it's dealing with one of the members in it, one of the reactors in it that's doing a reaction to it, that's kicking with Raws. So the original video is Austin Aries called top 10 wrestlers out. Call me Austin Aries, call me out as well too. Is it goes and it looks like he delves in the whole thing about wrestlers concrete, which I don't know if Ross doing multiple videos or what, but the videos his title of it was called "When Wrestlers Go at Content Creators," and you see it a lot as of lately. And the thing about Ross was involved too, because you know he had his little thing against Ryback as well too. So yeah, but yeah, sometimes. And fact thing about it, it's not even guys that are like in like major companies. It's guys who were in major company now, mainly doing the in the indie scene or stuff like that. And you know that says a lot about the wrestler as well too, more than content creator. But then again, there are content creators who takes things way too far as well too as fans. But so that's the other thing about it as well too. So it's like an either or with this situation as well too though. So anyway, I'm gonna check something out quick. But other than that, let's get it. I'm back. Let's get it.
About illegally suppressed for 7.5 years. What's that got to...
The truth always. Hold on. Let me see. Let's go back to the beginning and read this whole thing.
What is he on about illegally?
The truth always win, and I will keep winning. You keep me relevant despite being illegally suppressed for 7 years, and your karma will not be kind. Controversy creates crash, and you will be the fan. You all be fans again the moment. Yeah, people are a little. Some of these wrestlers be just a little too entitled. Man, let's keep going.
Suppressed for 7.5 years. What's that got to do with me? But yeah, that's about as much as Ryback engaged with me in regards to that video.
Oh yeah.
Something I remember so vividly. Yeah, something I remember so vividly was kicking it with Ross, who's another wrestling YouTuber in the space. He did a video reacting to said video I did, which would then get a response from Ryback, where Ryback blocked him on.
Yup.
Hey, shout out to you, Top 10 Wrestling, bro. You're fucking amazing. Your videos have always been great. The fact that this is a real thing, that he got mad because I checked this video out, and then it just spawned some type of issue that didn't even need to be a thing, bro. I literally was just checking out a video. Like, oh my God. What's good, y'all? It's your boy Ross back at again with another video. So, we got to check this out because apparently Austin Aries called out Top 10 Wrestling. I know, that's crazy. Why would Austin Aries call out Top 10 Wrestling? What's going on here? We're going to find out together. And then apparently, I was featured in this video. So, I'm interested to see at what part I was featured in, man. Shout out to the homies in the Discord that sent this to me, because y'all was saying, hey, I need to check this out. I'm actually in this video, featured in here. So I'm definitely want to see what's going on here, man. But it's always interesting when a wrestler calls out a content creator. So I want to see what the real issue is between Top 10 Wrestling and Austin Aries, man. This should be doing. Appreciate all love and support. And also, before we get into this video, shout out to my alma mater, Prairie View A&M University, for winning the SWAC championships for 2025, man.
Nice.
Love seeing my alma mater doing good.
And shout out to them going to
great coming out of PV. So
HBCU.
Winning the SWAC championship for 2025. So, you know, your boy had to represent with the PVAMU hoodie. I'm always going to represent my HBCUs. So let's get right into it. Interested to check this out, man.
I was called out by Austin Aries on Twitter. Yes, the Austin Aries who now appears in MLW and formerly of TNA and WWE fame. It was pretty funny to see. He randomly just threw a stray shot at me. It was kind of funny, I gotta say, but we'll talk about that in a second, because Austin Aries is absolutely not the first and will probably not be the last wrestler who has called me out or got mad at a video I've made about them or anything I've said about them. So yeah, I thought I'd do a different style of video today where I went over every wrestler who has had some kind of response to videos I've made that mention them in some sort of way. We'll go over a couple of positive responses. We'll also go over some very negative responses and people that were not happy with what was said about them on my videos. But yeah, this video isn't anything serious. I don't have a particular disdain or hatred for any of the wrestlers I'm talking about here, other than one who I
might get a moving DVD background thing.
As I said, we've got both positive and negative responses to videos before, and one of the particularly more positive experiences and responses I've had from a wrestler and also a wrestling company was with MLW. As on my most recent video discussing MLW, where I used Austin Aries in the title, foreshadowing for later by the way, I first of all got a comment from Dijak, who talked about my review on MLW, where he said, "Thanks for reviewing our car crash show, bro. I appreciate your honesty. Keep it up."
It's good to show. Then it's like this. It's good they show like there's wrestlers not complete assholes. They actually show love to content creators. Twitter post online as well too. Though they're not going at it as well too. They show love. I had guys who show love to me right after their videos involving them. The one plays Stone Cold Steve Austin. That's from NW. That's on NWA. Let me see. What guy's name is? He showed me love and react to his video about him. He's Young Rock. I forget. Like, okay, who's that played him? What his name was again? Luke Hawk, he showed me love as well too. Chris Bay showed me love to react to his. Well, he actually messaged me why he cut off though, but I guess it was like an acknowledgement of me react to his video as well too, and many others. A good amount of others have as well too. So yeah.
He also put a tweet out saying, "I used to get butthurt about videos like this, but frankly, I kind of dig the bluntness of these reviews. Is it clickbait? Absolutely, but it's 2025, and that's why anybody watches anything, lol. The review itself says MLW is a car crash, and that's why he likes it. Respect. That's what we strive for, to be different. Check out this review and check out MLW on YouTube."
That's actually fucking cool, bro. That's fucking cool. Granted, not everybody's going to give you a positive response to whatever you say about them and your opinions and takes. But, I mean, I've always figured if you're in the public space when it comes to content creation, or especially if you're a wrestler, you got to be able to take the good with the bad.
Exactly.
That's just what it is. You got to be able to handle both situations. Because there's going to be people that love what you do and are overly positive of everything that you do, and then there's going to be some people that feel like, you know, your shit is trash, your wrestling is trash, or your content is trash, and you just take the good with the bad. That's literally what it is. You know, that's kind of what you sign up for. Granted, some people go overboard and you just block those individuals, but for the most part, this is what you sign up for. So
YouTube. I really appreciate this response from Dijak, it's gotta be said. Also very refreshing to see a wrestler who understands.
So, but that being said, I guess I'm not too mad that I've been really getting into MLW like that though as well too. I've been trying, it's been hard to try and get into more than wrestling than like, cause I already like trying my best to get in between WWE, AEW, and not TNA, you know, especially with the partnership going on as well too. But, I've been wanting to, cause usually watch them favorite, but one, my way said watch too much wrestling, and two, I gotta watch when I watch wrestling while my little one now, because he's at the age where he's getting rambunctious or anything, and he's getting, you know, and stuff is very oppressive to him that he'll copy a lot, and he in this copying phase too. So it's sponge copying phase. That's the other thing about it too. So I gotta be careful with that. So it's hard to watch as much too. Like literally this whole week so far, I didn't really watch both Raw and NXT and probably SmackDown recently. Literally my phone and my earbud in as well too, cause to protect it from watching it as well too. But yeah.
The YouTube game. Appreciate that a lot, Dijak fella. And yeah, Dijak there particularly mentions the fact that I called MLW a car crash in both his YouTube and the Twitter comment. He mentions that I said it was a car crash, and seemingly MLW and the Locker Room maybe must like that car crash label, because MLW themselves left a comment with a car crash set of emojis. And yeah, talking about MLW, that is exactly why I do like MLW, because it's a car crash, because it's different, and really, you don't actually know what's about to happen, and you're about to watch on that show. It truly does feel very unpredictable, as much as I do roll my eyes at many moments during the show, there is a lot to be enjoyed in my opinion. And on the topic of MLW, they did a recent show, the Don Gatto show. That review of that show
Oh, so the car crash was a positive. My bad. Wrong idea.
coming tomorrow. I promised it, don't you worry. As we continue on our journey of watching MLW and their car crash show, where I think Dijak is on that show, so I look forward to seeing that. And speaking of wrestling companies commenting on my videos, one I just remembered that I'm adding in here in post is Beyond Wrestling commenting
course,
on
always.
one of my recent videos where I watched independent wrestling and watched one of their wrestling open shows. I gave the show a pretty average review, I'd say. I didn't really say it was bad nor outstanding, and Beyond Wrestling will leave 2 comments on the video. The first one said, "Thanks for watching last week's episode of Wrestling Open. Definitely not one of our strongest offerings."
And that day, at least they announced it. Admit that wasn't their strongest though, as well. Too much strong line this week. If you wanted to tune in, like I like that.
Thursday, much stronger lineup this week. If you want to tune in,
At least they acknowledge their
from
flaw a
AEW
little bit,
and WWE,
and not like trying to
Nice comment
be around
here
the
from
bush
Beyond
about it.
Wrestling. I appreciate them leaving a comment and appreciate the honesty from them in this comment. It's refreshing to see.
Nah,
And the
that's actually
second
pretty
comment
cool.
they left showed the lineup for the upcoming Wrestling Open. That
Ooh,
they
what's
were
good? Let me see. Alex Price, Christian, Alex Reynolds, nice. Lee Johnson and Love Doug. You know what I'm saying? Pretty cool. Like I said, I'm saying this out of regardless of their alignments is right now though as well too. Dub, I mean, whether they face the Hill is still a good lineup. Ricky Smokes, I can't stand him on as a Vanity Club and Swipe Right, but that's still a good little match with him and Thatcher. Nice. They are. I mean, we got Mike Cunningham and Ishiban still doing his thing. I like it. It's a good lineup right there.
referring to in their first
That's
comment,
cool, bro.
saying if you
That's
decide
cool.
to give our show another chance. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to catch this at the time and probably won't review it for a video on the channel.
Yeah, it's
but
hard
I'll
to-
probably
it's hard
check
to
this out,
catch
look at
wrestling
this
sometimes,
card.
all the
There's
time.
Brett Ryan Gosling.
Hell,
Alex
I sadly haven't been watching anime like that because trying to catch up with the anime is kind of been hard as well too.
Reynolds, Big Shotty Lee Johnson, and Timothy Thatcher. So yeah, I'll probably check this one out. Appreciate that Beyond Wrestling. You can check this out on Independent Wrestling TV. That's where I'm going to be watching it. Anyway, yeah, back to the video after that little yap. And whilst Dijak left a good response to the review, a wrestler who was not too happy with the review or how I talked about them in a video I did was Ryback. So I
Oh,
have
shit.
the never-ending downfall
Yup.
of
Oh no. Oh no.
Woo!
Here we go. Here we go.
Like CJ from Grand Theft Auto. Oh shit! Here we go.
back in December of 2023. Damn, that is 2 years ago now, nearly. Okay, let's not start getting nostalgic and start getting deep. But this video was posted then, and it's just a typical career recount of Ryback, both his escapades in and out of the ring, during and post WWE. The first thing I noticed Ryback did to respond to this video was he just tweeted out the thumbnail of the video, which I gotta say, great work from the thumbnail artist who did this. And he tweeted saying, "Thank you to all the great people and fans out there. Nobody and no entity can stop the hashtag hungry." And then he would also leave a comment on the video. I don't remember if he did it before or after that tweet that said, "The truth will always win and I will keep winning. You're keeping me relevant despite being illegally suppressed for 7.5+ years. Your karma will not be kind. Controversy creates cash.
Damn.
All fans again the moment I come back.
Damn.
Hashtag
Damn.
Bro, so many delusions.
Yeah.
So many delusions, man.
Dude is delusional, man. The cryback is
That's the
delusional.
first time I read that comment in a while. What is he on about illegally suppressed for 7.5
Right.
years? What's that got to do with me? But yeah, that's about as much as Ryback engaged with me in regards to that video, but something I remember so vividly. Yeah, something I remember so vividly was kicking
yup.
it with Ross, who's another wrestling YouTuber in the space.
Oh, he react. Yes, right. He did react to that video. It was that video he reacted to. That's what started it. Yup.
Reacting to said video I did, which would then get a response from Ryback,
Yup.
where Ryback blocked him on
Yup. And he was guessing, and he was guessing podcast,
Hey,
everything.
shout out to you, Top Tier Wrestling.
Yup.
You're fucking amazing. Your videos have always been great. The fact that this is a real thing, that he got mad because I checked this video out,
Mm-hmm.
and then it just spawned some type of issue
Yeah,
that
it
didn't
was
even
crazy.
need to be a thing, bro.
Yo, I remember that. I cannot watch the. I was it. Yeah, I cannot watch the. America cannot watch the whole thing. Yo, it was just getting ridiculous. Of his little being the guest, it was just ridiculous, man.
I literally was just checking out a video. Like, oh my god.
Twitter, and I believe he also called him out too. Yeah, Ryback called me out on Twitter, and it just started this entire feud between Kicking It with Ross and Ryback as a result of reacting to my video about Ryback, which is pretty funny. It just started this entire Ryback versus Kicking It with Ross.
Yeah.
Apparently he was a guest on the Ryback podcast too. Did that end up taking place? That I need to see that. That is some great lore right there for a YouTube wrestling controversies video I could do.
Yeah,
That's
man.
about as far.
Hey, bro, I would love. Hey, please do that video, please. Oh my god, please do that, bro.
Man,
Please,
that's gonna be gold. That will
you
be
can hit me
gold.
up. You can hit me up, whatever. I'll tell you exactly what went down behind the scenes that spurred this whole.
Yeah, that'd be nice. I will watch that, react to it possibly. Depends how long it
I
is, of course.
truly thought I was going to
Oh,
be
man.
able to have a back and forth dialogue with Ryback because I was trying to get him to understand that some of his antics online,
Right.
it didn't help the perception.
It
of,
didn't.
Oh, well,
It was.
you know, they're doing me wrong in WWE. It's kind of hard to help with that perception when you
Right.
start saying stuff about Vince's mom, but you said you was close. Like, it was a lot of stuff that was just going on, and I was just like, bro, what is this? I was checked out because I couldn't even say nothing. I'm like, bro, you gotta let me say something. You were literally, he was literally venting to me. It was a therapy session, and I'm okay with that. But don't try to make it seem like afterwards, he got one over on me. He was using me. And maybe to an extent he probably was, but I would love if you did that video, bro. I would love that. I would definitely love that. That shit would be hilarious just to go back down memory lane, man. But hey, man, shout out to Top 10 Wrestling. He's doing amazing stuff. He's been doing amazing stuff, so this is actually funny.
As it went with myself and Ryback, who I can't stress enough, I don't hate Ryback.
I
at
don't
all, really.
either.
I don't have any dislike or disdain towards Ryback. In fact, I was a fan of Ryback whilst he was in the WWE.
Said the same
and
thing.
wanted him to win
Yep.
the WWE title
Said
back in
the same
2012.
thing.
And if you deny that you didn't want that, you're lying.
Yes.
Because everyone in 2012 wanted
Wanted him to
Ryback to
win.
win that belt. You can
Right.
say what you want about Ryback and the dumb stuff he said and his escapades out of the ring. Obviously, I have before, but I don't dislike Ryback, and I also don't do this revisionist stuff to say that he was never a big name in WWE or whatever. No, people really wanted this guy to win the world title at one
They
point,
did.
myself included. Another wrestler who responded to one of my videos was none other than Eva Lise, who you might remember of Lucha Underground fame and from
Oh, yeah,
AEW.
Eva Lise.
No, not Alex Riley. I probably should have
Oh, Eva
this
Lise.
frame first to show it's.
Oh, yeah, Eva Lise,
who
aka
we're
Sophia
talking about,
Cortez.
not Alex Riley. That would have been pretty funny though. Yeah, it all kicked off. I posted this video, wrestlers who killed their own careers, back in April of 2023.
Damn, we going way back.
Where does the time go? And yeah, just talking about wrestlers who got into trouble from their own actions and kind of killed their
yeah.
careers as a result. Alex Riley, obviously from the John Cena stuff. Nails from attacking Vince McMahon,
Yeah.
Eva Lise from various backstage drama and the Thunder Rosa incident in particular here.
Oh, wow.
Which I talked about in detail, where she was apparently and allegedly sandbagging Thunder Rosa, and it led to just a really super awkward match, which everyone saw. This video did really well for whatever reason.
course.
368,000
Of course,
views.
it's gonna do well,
It was
but-
unexpectedly, and it did get the attention of Eva Lise, who tweeted out saying the fact that people have absolutely nothing to do with their lives than to talk crap about someone who has done nothing but defy all odds is absolutely sad to see.
Damn.
Those truly need to get a life. I don't take the easy way out from any of my problems, but you'll just keep taking advantage of the strength of a person and continue to push those boundaries with more and more negativity. Then when tragedies happen, you'll have the audacity to act remorseful when it's too late. Once again, what has this got to do with me?
Yeah.
Here's the thing with that. Yeah, yes, this is about that dumbass YouTube video posted the other. I think. Eesh. Here's the thing about that. This is one like a little bit of mix feeling with that one. I mean, Top 10 was showing the truth, but at the same time, not saying Top 10 was wrong, but There's thing with there is some negativity with the fandom and the wrestling fandom itself where they talk a lot of crap about a wrestler who didn't make it. And then when they were like have memes and stuff like that, and then when something happened, like a tragedy happened to them where they you know what I mean no longer and they passed away, they all want to be remorseful. They want to be like showing love or anything. I can say one in particular was Virgil or Vincent, whatever you call him. I know his real name, aka Soul Train Johnson, whatever his name is. There was always a video about like a line for it was like a signing line for one wrestler who became popular, and then a signing line for Virgil at like autograph signing was like very no people showing up or anything. It was like a running joke for a while. Then we passed away, and everybody had this like love respect for him. So it was like I get what you're going with that part, but at the same time, the thing with top 10, he's pointing out a situation that is true, and she did kind of put herself in that situation. Nah, I mean, so it's like, yeah, you push the situation, but at the same time, I get what you're saying. That little line right there, but it's like you kind of using a way to make people feel bad for it. Truth be told, he did do what you do to get yourself in trouble. So there's that. Get yourself, blackballed in wrestling for whatever reason. So there's that. I mean, it may be two-sided story. There's always two-sided stories these days for anything. So, but at the same time, so let's hear what Ross has to say about that.
Yeah. Yes, this is about the dumbass YouTube video posted today. Get a life, thanks. Go and report the stupid video and tell them how stupid they are so we can get removed. Just maybe they can find something more productive to do.
See, again, you had people going with that little thing about the lives or anything, but then you going on this little rant. It's like you're kind of helping yourself in a way. They go afterward
with their time and lives. She's not outright said what the video is yet. So someone responded saying, "What is it called so I can report it?"
That's crazy.
And she responded saying, "Top 10 Wrestling YouTube." So yeah, Ivelisse was trying to get people to report and take down the video. Unfortunately, Ivelisse, your plan was foiled and it didn't work.
Right.
Like, it's just one of those things where it's like, look, bro, I can understand if maybe you don't agree with what they're saying or whatever the case may be, and that's fine. But trying to get people to just falsely report because you didn't like what they said about you, and it's fair criticism, whether it happens to be true or not. I mean, if he's giving just his opinions and not stating facts, then that's just his opinions. Like, once again, we live in a space where if you make content, you got to take the good comments with the bad. Same thing if you're a wrestler, you got to take the positive with the bad. So,
yeah,
that's just one of those things, bro.
Just a funny little story there that I could think of. I've never interacted with Ivelisse before myself, or it never went further than this. And once again, I have no ill will towards Ivelisse. In fact, I enjoyed a lot of her work in her career, from Tough Enough to Lucha Underground. I have no ill will towards Ivelisse. I was just telling the story about her and Thunder Rosa because it's interesting. No matter what you think of Ivelisse, it's an interesting story. But anyway, the final one to talk about before I get to the Austin Aries one finally. Sorry for holding you up for all your time. I hope you did enjoy these random tidbits about wrestlers who call.
This is pretty good.
Though, like I've said,
I'm not too familiar with this one.
I don't have any dislike or disdain towards them. This next person, I cannot say the same for. I'm talking about Chazin Rance, who is a convicted sex offender who still somehow works in the wrestling business.
So he avoided the speak out. I guess he supported the speak out thing. Well, I guess with speak out, your only result to it would be doing is indie and certain mid majors possibly. So yeah, but wow, ooh. Wherever he said he might have no room to talk, but let's get it.
And runs a
Yikes on the bikes.
I talked about him in a video.
Say that. Whoa! Run that back again. Hold on. Say that again. I'm sorry. I talked over that.
sorry for holding you up for all your time. I hope you did enjoy these random tidbits about
This is
wrestlers who
actually
called
pretty
me
cool.
out. With all the others, though, like I've said, I don't have any ill will towards them. I don't have any dislike or disdain towards them. This next person, I cannot say the same for. I'm talking about Chazin Rance, who is a convicted sex offender who still somehow works in the wrestling business and runs a wrestling school.
He runs wrestle. A sex offender and runs a wrestling school. Yeah, wow, that's crazy. That's crazy right there. Anyway, let's keep going.
Called The Story of Wrestling's Dirtiest Predators, as you can see here, his mug in the thumbnail, and he commented saying, hey, many facts are way off, but thanks for the plug. Started in 1998, charged and convicted and registered and all that in 2011. Don't know where 2014 comes from. Did bro just actually me about his sex offender registry?
Oh shit! Oh shit! He just kind of did. Go back. Hold up. The many facts. Hold on. Let me say it. Hey, many facts are way off, but thanks for the plug. Started in 1980. Charles. You kind of just. You just shot yourself in the foot, pretty much. Anyway.
Really? I was off probation in 2013. Anyways, I still wrestle and teach because I do great. That's a response, and you're a disgrace. That's right.
Nigga, you the disgrace! Nigga, bro, you the disgrace. He's not really nigga, but bro, you the damn disgrace. You're really a registered sex offender, and you're holding a school. Shame on though. Well, if his parents and the kids, so there's shame on them. If it's a grown person going to this wrestling school, shame on you in a way, or you saying yourself up.
Convicted sex offender called me a disgrace.
Right!
I got the year wrong that he was put on the register. Ooh, my bad. What a villain I am.
Right, I'm gonna bet you calling the person the bad guy for getting your evil doings date wrong. I would have just set that one. How they say, sat there and ate their food. I also opened Team Vision in 2002 using other facility where I graduated college. I started renting my own space in 2008. And any legal issue, and for any legal issue, the film was for that. Just dude, you should have sat this one out.
So I opened Team Vision Dojo in 2000.
Oh, he's trying to explain his case.
Facilities. When I graduated college, I started renting my own space in early 2008 before any legal issues and a few months before the incident even occurred. This occurred in 2008 and wasn't even questioned until 2010 when the girl's mum needed money and tried to sue me. Okay, so now he's actually just going into the case here.
Right.
That's a bit wild to just do in someone's YouTube
Right.
comments, don't you think?
Right.
I think this comment here from George Washing Machine kind of sums it up perfectly.
Pedophile, opinion discarded.
But yeah, Chazin Rance, probably the most
the great groom.
individual to call me out. And
Right.
finally, the one you're all
Here we go.
for, the one
Here we go.
advertised. Austin Aries did indeed call me out on Twitter, as I've
shit.
mentioned him
Here we
numerous
go.
times on the channel before. As you saw before, I talked about him in MLW recently, and I've talked about his career, both the stories backstage. And
Right.
in and out
He's
of the
been
ring,
already. He's been
and
a
just
little bit of a
chronicled the
problem.
rise and fall of Aries, or whatever you want to call it. He quoted a tweet from Dave Meltzer talking about Arena Mexico selling out after Austin Aries was on CMLL. From what I heard, I've not actually seen it. He had a very good performance on that show. And then he picked a fight with some random Twitter user, just classic Austin Aries fashion. And then he threw a random straight at your boy Top 10 Wrestling when he responded to Derek, who was saying, okay, not trying to troll or anything, how much name value do you think you have among the 2025 wrestling landscape? And Aries responded saying, that's subjective. I do know I re-emerged in MLW, and it was enough that Top 10 Wrestling with the hat, what a guy, watched for the first time and made 3 straight videos using my name for clickbait, enough that CMML brought me in for a featured spot, sent me on media rounds for a show that ended up selling out, and I'm confident if I showed up in AEW tomorrow, the internet would be buzzing, even if half tuned in just to hate watch me. Not sure how you measure name value, but for someone who hasn't been active in 5 years, it seems the name Austin Aries still has some left. So yeah, it just throws a straight at me for watching for the first time and making 3 straight videos using his name for clickbait. Aries, let me correct you. I've made 2 clickbait videos using your name on AEW, but now I've made 3. Yeah, I thought that was pretty funny. Just randomly atted me and threw a stray shot at me in the middle of an argument with a random Twitter user. And in a way, I do agree with Aries here. Listen, he very much has name value. That is undeniable. This is Austin Aries was talking about, a former TNA World Champion in their prime years. He was a great TNA X Division champion too. And like he did say here, he's returned back to wrestling, and videos I am doing about him are pulling in views still. Aries is still very much a known name. That is undeniable, whatever you think of him in or out of the ring. And yeah, sure, I did use his name for clickbait. I mean, I can't deny it, really. I may as well just say it. I mean, Dijak put it perfectly in his tweet. It's the YouTube game. Would you rather click on a video talking about Austin Aries being back in wrestling, or just an MLW general review title where you don't know what's even on the show? If I'm talking about Austin Aries in the title, then you're going to be more interested to click on the video. And I feel
it's true.
The content in the MLW show itself is interesting enough and crazy enough that if you click on the
I find it like he actually kind of admit that, but at the same time it's pretty cool, funny though. But the rest of it was wow. Let's keep going.
Because it's just such a car crash of a company, like I say. But okay, yeah, I think that's me done yapping about all the wrestlers who have called me out over videos before. Once again, I don't hate Austin Aries. Like I said, I've talked about him on the channel before.
Here's the thing. Not that it's not really hate. It's just reviews as well, too, though. Not me. Hell, anything about the heels. I don't hate the wrestler behind the heel. I'm just doing my job as a wrestling fan as I think I'm supposed to. As you're supposed to. At least I think. At this point, I gotta say, at least I think I'm doing what to do. Because at this point, people think I'm not doing the right thing as a wrestling fan as well, too. But yeah. It's not a hate. It's no true hate towards any wrestler. I don't have no true hate towards any wrestler. Hell, shoot. I mean, even the blatant one who are blatant controversial, I don't have a hate. I'm just, I'm not going to, involve with them because I'm gonna lay low. But other than that, yeah, I don't have no hate towards no wrestler. Shoot.
Both his escapades in and out of the ring, but I don't dislike or hate Austin Aries, and I just think this is just kind of funny in it that I just randomly got a stray thrown at me by Austin Aries here. But yeah, Austin Aries isn't on the most recent MLW show that I'm reviewing for tomorrow's video, so unfortunately I can't use his name for clickbait in that video, but like I said, I will still be reviewing that show regardless, so stay tuned for that. I am very much excited to review that show. And yeah, that's it for me on this video here.
Let's see what Ross talking. I gotta have my Shane Moss thing.
This was a cool video, bro. This is a cool video, man. I got a message. I gotta message him on here, man. I'm in my wrong account. I'm in the wrong account, bro. I can't message him. I'm on the In the Clutch page. I'm on the In the Clutch page. But I'll have to switch over to my personal account to send a message on there. But I'm still gonna leave a like. This was a fun video, bro. This was
it was a fun video, and then these reviews for
the Ryback saga in there too. This was great, man. Shout out to Top 10 Wrestling. I'm gonna link the video down below. Go subscribe to him if you haven't already.
Yeah, I might check some of his videos out too, though, just off the strength of this video alone. Though, be honest, though, you can probably hear it a little bit because I'm gonna try and get to his channel as well too. Just off this alone. Have I even subscribed to him before? No, I'm already subscribed. I think I may have reacted to one of his videos before. The fact that I subscribed must mean I must have reacted to one of his videos. Other than that, though, or I either that or oh yes, I did the crazy indie fact, the indie wrestling fights, the indie wrestling matches that turn into fights. I did. Okay, that's him. All right, there we have it. Anyway, shout out to him then. Yeah, other than that, without further ado, shout out to Ross always. And yeah, just like I said, there's no hate towards the wrestler most of the time when they do stuff like this. It's just, making reviews, giving honest opinions as well too. There's no deep down hate, as well too. Same with being a fan. I don't hate the wrestler. I don't roll with like me, especially the hills. I don't hate the hills. I don't hate the hills. Like it's just like me. I'm at this point. I'm doing what I'm supposed to as a wrestling fan, but at least I thought it was. At this point, I don't know. Other than that, shout out to both Ross and Top 10 Wrestler for this video. If you like my reaction and thoughts, like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I mean, like I said, the Ryback was a crazy situation. Shout out to Dijak for being in a good sport and Open Wrestler about this as well too. Ryback, that's why we call him Ryback. The Ivy Lee's one was like a little slow with contradiction in a way. I mean, she tried to make it seem us feel bad for why it is, but then she went on this actor rants as well too. The one dude, he could have just sat down. This guy right here should have just sat down and ate his food, cause damn. And also there he did the little straight. It was just a little straight. It's not as burst though, but yeah, this one and obviously ridiculous. You know, Ryback's Ryback. Other than that, if you like my reaction, like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's your boy T-Bird signing off. One love.